everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, and today we're getting right into the full moon eclipse reading for the sign of Capricorn. Alright, my lovely Capricorns, this is going to be a little bit of a different video. This is a collaboration video that I'm doing with my good friend Lady Danni, aka Landed Gentress, who is a master herbalist, and she's going to be doing a part 2 to this video, and she's going to be going over some simple herbs that you can burn and that you can use in your life to help clear away energy, to bring in positivity and healing, and to cleanse and purify. But for right now, we're going to get right into your reading, Capricorn, and pull out your animal spirit for this full moon period. Now, it's going to be a short and sweet video, trying to keep these videos under 15 minutes because we're really just looking at what you may be experiencing during this very auspicious full moon eclipse period. Now, this is a time where energy cleansing and clearing, purification, healing, and protection are perfect rituals to perform during a full moon and certainly during an eclipse time. And so this is why we decided to go ahead and produce these collaboration videos for you now. Now, we're going to pull out this animal spirit, just the one, to see what animal spirit may be walking with you during this period, Capricorn. Your sister signs are already up, Taurus and Virgo. And we have for you the peacock. Let it shine. Wow. All right. I love the peacock. Of course, this is air energy, right? But the peacock is a beautiful creature, very rare creature, right? First of all, the peacock resonates with absolute beauty, right? But the thing that makes the peacock so beautiful is that it sees beauty in everyone else also. Peacock spirits are these rare creatures who not only are they gorgeous on the outside, but they're gorgeous on the inside. They're not prideful or vain, right? They don't covet their beauty. They're not in competition with anyone else. You can see the eyes in their feathers that constantly look out into the world to look at the beauty of the world. And so this attitude, this quality of the peacock, along with its breathtaking beauty, is what makes this sort of animal spirit really, really exquisite and rare to come across. Certainly, people who resonate with peacock energy are very, very rare. I would say that someone like Princess Diana would have been a peacock spirit. She was very pretty, very beautiful, very much loved by a lot of people, but that never stopped her from being a caring and kind person and seeing sort of beauty in all other things. That's just sort of a famous personality that I can mention as a sort of an example of this kind of peacock spirit. But anyone can resonate with this. They don't have to be famous, and they don't have to be sort of you know, a bombshell model. But what I'm saying is that this person is someone who just, you know, they just inspire awe around them. People are mesmerized by them. They're drawn to them. But they're not only drawn to them physically, they're drawn to them emotionally and spiritually. So the peacock tells you, let it shine. If you're having a little difficulty, so when we're talking about healing and cleansing, if you're having a little difficulty, Capricorn, sort of seeing your own beauty, perhaps, maybe it's been a tough time in that, this is the time where the peacock spirit is coming into you to let you know that you too are very beautiful, right? That you have something to offer the world, and you have something to show, and let it shine, right? And the more you see the beauty in yourself, the more you see the beauty in others, the more you personally will glow and shine with your own radiant qualities. All right, Capricorn, let's see what your 3 cards are for this full moon period. Straight out, 7 of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. Interesting. So we had the same combination, I believe, earlier. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So there was the same combination. I believe it was for Aries. In the very beginning of these videos, these collab videos earlier today. I'm putting all the videos out today. So by the time I get to Pisces, I'm probably not going to have my voice left. But in any case, it's quite interesting. Some of you may have been feeling very much lately like everything you're doing is not necessarily working. I will get back to Queen of Wands. 7 of Swords talks about futility, Capricorn, right? Perhaps in some way you've been feeling like nothing is working. Perhaps you've been trying to get someone's attention, right? With this peacock spirit, and nothing is working to get their attention, right? Seven of Swords does talk about sort of making a half-hearted sort of attempt, though, right? This is why a lot of times the actions are futile. Seven is the number for wishes and dreams and aspirations. And so this is something you want very strongly, but Capricorn, it may be that you've been cutting some corners. It may be that you just really haven't been putting your full sort of commitment behind it, right? And it could very well be, and I'm going to say, interestingly enough, it could certainly be to do with the love connection, but somewhere along the line, you're going to have to perhaps take your time and begin to really think about the next step, right? Instead of continuing to do these things that just aren't working for you, right? Or behaving in such a way, or using sort of a mode of operandi that just is not working. Now, the Queen of Wands is all about self-transformation, and there's the Empress underneath. Interesting. Queen of Wands definitely talks about self-transformation and learning through your experience. And I think that this is all a great learning experience for you, and really learning how to sort of tap into your own strength, Capricorn, right? Your true strength, right? It could be that the Seven of Swords is a sort of mode of behaving that you've been used to, right? But it doesn't really tap into your real strengths. It's kind of, like I said, very perhaps half-hearted, or you know, maybe you are unaware that you have stronger skills and abilities to be able to manifest your dreams than what you're employing with the Seven of Swords. In any case, the Queen of Wands is all about that. This is a real learning process for you. And I think that this is very much talking to a Capricorn that is learning about showing love to themselves, allowing their beauty to sort of really pour out and shine from within, tapping into their abilities to get things done, and not sort of relying on behavior patterns that aren't really who you are, don't really make the most use of your strength and your skills, right? And aren't working for you. Now, you're meeting a Knight of Cups, which is someone wanting to offer a cup of love. And I think that this is you. The Aries reading was very different. Of course, you know, this is why we do intuitive and empathic readings, because there's also an intuitive side to this reading. And of course, the energies here are very different than the Aries energy. I think, Capricorn, you're the one who's trying to hand your cup of love to someone, but you're being forced to wait, right? Nothing has been working. And by the end of this sort of full moon period, you find yourself with a Three of Wands, which is all about waiting, pausing, right? Getting a look at the lay of the land before making your next move. I feel really strongly that for some of you Capricorns, I feel that perhaps you have been chasing someone, or you've been trying to get after someone who's really not up to your level, right? They're really not what would be good for you. And so in a lot of ways, you are mimicking kind of a little bit of their same type of toxic behavior with the Seven of Swords, because there's a toxicity with Seven of Swords. It is generally a card for treachery, but of course, when we're talking about resonating with it, then we're much more talking about the aspect of futility. And I don't feel you're resonating with treachery in that way, right? But it's almost like, you know, when you set your sights on someone who has like base vibrations, base kind of like, you know, people call it low vibrational. I call it a base sort of way of behaving, you know, immature, a little toxic, a little bit sort of, you know, emotionally difficult, right? And then we tend to take on the same type of behavior pattern in a way to get their attention. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I think this is a whole learning process for you, Capricorn, because I think you're being forced to come out of this. It's not working, right? Futility, right? And what's happening is you're coming out of this period with a Three of Wands, which is forcing you to stop, pause. And I think the Queen of Wands will come in to show you that, hang on a second, I need to learn something here. Maybe everything's not working because this is not what's meant for me. right? You know, in a way, because Three of Wands oftentimes is like when fate comes in or destiny comes in or just events come in and they kind of force you to put the brakes on. Oftentimes you don't want to put the brakes on. You just come out of a Two of Wands, which is Mars and Aries energy. So you're trying to get it done, but suddenly the brakes are on. And a lot of times life does this to you because there's a lesson that needs to be learned. Sorry, my cat is like agitating me in the background. There's a lesson that needs to be learned, right? And this is what's happening here. And I think one of the lessons is for you to understand your true beauty, Capricorn, because I guess what I'm getting at is that you're selling yourself short. You know, someone that you're going after, you are selling yourself short with this person. And because of that, you are also sort of engaging in behavior or perhaps a way or an attitude, right, that isn't good for you and that is not getting what you are setting out to achieve, right? And so this whole learning process is something that I think you're going through. And of course, ultimately, Peacock Spirit has come in for you really to reaffirm that there are deeper, stronger, more beautiful qualities that you have to bring to bear. And bringing that to bear will really resonate and you will shine brightly on the outside as well as you do on the inside. And perhaps this little situation, this pause, is forcing you to understand that perhaps this situation really isn't for you. All right, now I'm going to send you over to Lady Danni portion of the video. And she's going to review some herbs and how you can use them to go ahead and cleanse yourself and rid yourself of perhaps some toxic energy or some negativity that perhaps you have been accumulating over the period of time. But without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce Lady Danni, aka Landed Gentress.
Hi, this is Lady Danni from Landed Gentress Handcrafted Herbals. And if after your reading you're looking for a little more positivity in your life, then let me introduce you to sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is used to bring ease to a space and also to attract angels and benevolent ancestors. If you've gone south in America to, say, Charleston, South Carolina, you may have seen in the straw market a lot of baskets and things that are woven with sweetgrass. Well, sweetgrass is fantastic for ushering in positivity and has been used by Native Americans at the beginning of prayers to start off in a positive way. But it's also been used for purification and is considered a sacred plant. In fact, it's considered one of the 4 sacred medicines in Native American cultures, the other 3 being cedar, sage, and tobacco. When it's burned, it does have a slightly vanilla-ish scent, and in some places in Europe, this was actually dried and then placed as you walk into churches or chapels because as you stepped on it, the fragrance was released. And when you're talking about things in the medieval times when people didn't necessarily bathe too much and didn't wash too well, then it was a great way of showing not only respect for the holy site that you were visiting also, but for helping kill some of the not so great fragrances. This has been used and often burned because as a smudge, it doesn't fire up in the way that other things do. It actually has a nice burn to it, so you can easily waft it and it's not going to flare up in the way other things that may catch a light will. But what if you want some of the positive benefits? Maybe you need intercession from your ancestors. Maybe you need some positivity from guardian angels because you've been through a rough time. Well, sweetgrass doesn't just have to be burned. It can also be done as a smokeless smudge. And we offer Holy No Smoke Smokeless Smudge that is a smudge spray that comprises a blend of cedarwood, sage, and sweetgrass. And this makes it easy to use if you want to use it in an office situation where you're not allowed to burn anything, including candles, or it can be used in a home situation if you have people that are sensitive to smoke, or if you have maybe flatmates that don't want your burning stuff around them, or you don't want to risk setting off fire alarms. And this is available at our site at landedgentress.etsy.com. So if you're interested in harnessing the positive benefits and the positive energy that can be ushered in with the use of sweetgrass, then please visit us. In the meantime, thanks for staying today. And remember, Mother Nature sends her love.
Hello and thank you. If you've gotten to this portion of the video, that means you just got done watching Lady Danni Landed Gentress portion of reviewing some herbs that you can use for healing and cleansing and purification rituals, right? Perfect time. Full moon eclipse is a perfect time to do that sort of thing for yourself, to start off the new year fresh and to start off this post full moon period fresh. So if you enjoyed this collaboration, please like, subscribe, and share. Lady Danni Landed Gentress is on YouTube, and her link is in the description, along with her beautiful website and her Etsy shop where she sells a lot of her herbs and her packaged herbs for you to go ahead and purchase if you so desire. But for right now, I'm just going to say thank you so much, Capricorn, for checking out this collaboration, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye now.